Hi, I'm Rashmi from Just Tutors, and today we are going to learn about conservation of plants and animals. In this lesson we have two subtopics to complete. The first is conservation of forest and wildlife, and the second is Biosphere Reserve. Before completing these two, we have a pre-assessment. So have a look on the three questions and try to complete them. Question 1 is, what do you mean by deforestation? So in a short explanation, I can give you a little idea that deforestation is cutting down trees on a large scale for different purposes. Right, one natural cause of deforestation. So if you remember the topic combustion, we have learnt about forest fire. So that's one natural cause of deforestation. And right, one purpose of deforestation, so people use the woods to make the different furniture. So that's the cause of deforestation. Now here we have our first topic, conservation of forest and wildlife. To protect our flora and fauna and their habitat, protected areas are called sanctuaries, national park and biosphere reserve. So these are the three important areas that worked for preventing our wildlife, or you can say the forest, and all the things that can be harmed to the forest are strictly prohibited in these areas. Let's have a good discussion about the 3 points. The first is sanctuary, area where animals are protected from any disturbance to them and their habitat. So basically it works for the well-being of animals, and they protect their habitat and also their life. National park, area reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitat and natural resource. Again, the national park work same as sanctuaries, they work for the well-being of wildlife. Biosphere reserve, large areas of protected land for conservation of wildlife, plant and animal resources and traditional life of tribal living in the areas. So with wildlife, they also take care of the tribal living in the areas, in the forest areas, you can say. So here we have some more about biosphere reserve. That biosphere reserves are the areas meant for the conservation of biodiversity. As we know, the term conservation is same as the protection. So biosphere reserve for the conservation of biodiversity means the wildlife, forest and other element. As we are aware that biodiversity is the variety of plant, animal and microorganism generally found in an area. So with all these benefits, the biosphere reserve may also contain other protected areas in it. So give it a thought. Do you have any such place nearby? So do you have any name of the place that is biosphere reserve? Now we have a map here which shows the different places which are work as biosphere reserve. So the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve consists of one national park, and the name of the national park is Satpura, and two wildlife sanctuary, that's a Bori and Pachmari. So that's how it works for the well-being of wildlife. So we have completed the two topics. I hope you clear with them. And the next slide we have some questions based on the topics we have covered. I'll read the question for you. List the factors disturbing the biodiversity of your area. Some of these factors and human activity may disturb the biodiversity unknowingly. List these human activities. So natural and man-made, both factors we have to write here that affect the wildlife or biodiversity. Describe 3 main ways for the conservation of wildlife. What do you mean by biosphere reserves? Name one national park comes in these reserves. So give a good thought whilst writing the answers of these questions, and if you face any difficulty, you can get back to the video and learn the lesson one more time. So thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.